Hi guys, Ruben at Motu Vintage Variants here. So the purpose of this tutorial or of this video is essentially it's a how-to on how to use the MVV Collection Tracker. So the purpose of the tracker is for you to be able to track what figures you have, what figures you're shooting for, um, uh, the condition of the figures, approximate value, tracking notes on them. That way you know what figures you want to go ahead and shoot for in the future, what figures you want to upgrade, what figures you don't have complete, for example, and just an overview of how you value your collection. Right. So when you first open up the document, you're going to notice that it is a Google Sheets document. So you can make the to get the best out of the document, you'll want to have a Google account, a Gmail account. All right. So once you open the document, you want to go ahead and go to File and make a copy. Call it what you wish. All right. And from here, you can start updating it. It will update in real time, and it won't even need to be saved. It will automatically save to your device, right? Connected to your Gmail account. So let me give you an example, or I would say the first column is all the figures, right? So you start off by it starts off by showing you all the battle armor He-Mans, battle armor Skeletors from every country. The status is essentially if you have it complete, incomplete, missing. The approximate value is what you value your figure at. Condition is if it's near mint, if it has minor issues, if it's a beater. So, say for example, uh, we start taking note of the your battle armor He-Mans, right? So you have a battle armor He-Man France, and say the figure is complete. If you consider maybe it has a minor issue, right? Maybe the barrel doesn't work well, which is common with the French ones, right? And say you value the figure in its complete state under that condition at $100, just as an example. Well, now you can go back and you can refer to your figures. You don't have to memorize the condition of every single piece in your collection because you have a reference sheet, right? In the future, if you want to upgrade, you know what figures you would be good candidates to upgrade, right? Say you have a battle armor He-Man, Italy. Say it's just a figure, because of the weapons on that figure are very difficult. Say he is incomplete. You want to value it, I don't know, just as a guess, $75, right? Say the figure is mint, but you are missing both accessories. Or say you are missing just a sword, so missing sword, right? You can keep on going down the list. Say you don't own a battle armor He-Man, you can call that missing, right? And as you go down the list, um, say you have two battle armor He-Man Rotoplast. Well, this space only has one row. You can always right click, insert row below, then go back to that, copy. So it's Command C and paste, Command V. And now you're going to have two entries for the Battle Armor He-Man Rotoplast. Say, for example, you have a red scar, right? And say you have just a standard edition. If your Battle Armor He-Man red scar is complete, you can call that complete. Say he has some minor issues, and say you want to evaluate at $100. Obviously, they're worth a lot more, but this is just an example. And then say your second one is complete as well, and that one is mint. Okay, well, I'm going to also value that at $100, right? So now under approximate value, if you scroll all the way down, that's going to give you an estimate of what your collection is worth, right? Or what you've invested into it. And you can keep going down the list, of everything you have. Again, if you have multiple of one, say for example, you have, so insert row below. Say for example, you have a Spain rubber arm clamp champ, and say you have the standard one. Well, maybe they're both complete. Or you know what? Maybe the standard figure is missing the clamp. Well, we call that incomplete. Maybe both of them are mint. And you can say standard figure, missing clamp. Okay. And then, again, you can put whatever value you like on them. And as you go down the list, you can start to see and define what figures you have and what figures you don't. So you don't have, say you don't have a clawful France, right? Oh, okay, just put I'm missing it. Say you do have a clawful Hong Kong, and he's missing his weapon. We'll call that incomplete. Maybe he's mint, missing mace, because you can have it figure that is mint, but it's missing something, right? They're not mutually exclusive terms, right? So you can keep on doing that and say, I don't know, say the figure is worth $5 because he doesn't have the mace. Okay, so when you go up here, you can always reorder every single one of these columns by. You can filter them by that item. So, for example, by that state. So if you click there and say sort sheet, and then it'll show you all the figures that you have that are complete, all the figures that you have that are incomplete, and all the figures that you have that are missing, assuming that you haven't, gone through all of them, right? Anything that says not defined is simply something a figure that you haven't attended to yet, right? That you haven't marked as complete, incomplete, or missing, right? So that's just it's a really good way for you to go back and update items. Say for example, you might have a figure, you might not have a figure. It might be in a box somewhere. Well, you don't want to modify this yet, right? You want to go look for that figure, and if you find it, and you can notate the condition and all that right here, right? Um, One really interesting thing about this is that, again, you can organize it by figures, which means that you can see all the battle armor He-Mans that were made in every single country, right? A lot of times you'll think, oh, well, battle armor Skeletor, did they make battle armor Skeletor in Hong Kong, for example? You're like, well, I'm going to refer to the sheet. I'm going to look at all the battle armor Skeletors and see. No, they didn't make it in Hong Kong, right? So, say you want to know all the figures that were made in India, in Leo, India. Well, you can sort sheet, and then scroll to where we have all the Leos. And you can see, oh, okay. So, Leo made Battle Armor He-Man, Battle Armor Skeletor. You can see all the figures. Say, for example, if you're curious to see if Leo made a Buzz-Off, right? Like, well, no, there's no Buzz-Offs here, so no, Leo did not make a Buzz-Off. But I say you want to know what countries made Buzz-Off. Well, you sort by figure here. And then you go to the B's, and you see, okay, all right. So we know Estrella, France, Hong Kong, Mexico, Audimat, Rotoplast, Spain, and Top Toys made a Buzz-Off, right? So if you want all the Buzz-Offs, you don't necessarily have to have all the Buzz-Offs that were made, but say you want one of each, right? Well, you can go ahead and make it your goal to tackle each one of these. And that's gonna, say for example, you want them all and you don't have them. You don't have any Buzz-Offs for now. Okay, well, let's go missing. And then you can sort, and you check, okay, these are all the figures that I'm missing that I would like to have, and it gives you a really good goal for you to tackle them. And again, You can sort by value as well if you want to sort uh, by the highest value to the lowest value. You can do that as well. Right? You can sort by condition to see which figures are mint, which figures are, have minor issues. Say, for example, you have an Audemars Battle Armor He-Man, but he's pretty much a beater. He's just really a stand-in until you get a better one. Or you can call it a beater, right? And so forth. You can go down through the entire list and track all the figures in your collection. Guys, thank you so much for watching this. I hope it's really useful. This spreadsheet has been what I've used for my own collection. I find it incredibly useful, a very valuable guide. If you guys found value in this, you're welcome to leave me a small PayPal tip. You'll find it at the bottom of the page. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and God bless.